Hello, dear friends. Our much awaited moment has come. The discussion of the question paper of the exam that happened yesterday. This time, every one of you went crazy for two reasons. One is that in paper one, DI and a few other questions took a lot of your time. They were pretty convoluted. The second reason is that paper two was very easy for English. Now that gets us worried. Will the cutoff be high? I think definitely it'll be high. I even suspect that some people might get 100% marks. But let me tell you one thing, dear friends. As a teacher, I am not happy with this exam. Not because the questions are not tough. At least once, here is a question paper that is human. I mean, other times before this, they were expecting that students are all Google incarnate or computers or something. Extremely difficult questions from anywhere in literature. It was scary. But now it is not like that. A lot of questions are based on well-known authors. But why I'm not happy is because a lot of these questions do not seem very, what can I say? If I say this, it will look very arrogant of me, but not very intelligent questions in both paper one and paper two. In a national exam like this, where 10,000s of people in all subjects, millions of people actually are preparing, they should not ask silly questions, right? And some of these questions are like not even BA level, school level. Options. You know what, guys? We have in Vallat, a book called the Stupid Options book, where we give deliberately stupid options so that people will feel relaxed. Laugh and Learn book. That is the name of the book, where people will feel relaxed. People will just, get 100 marks. That cannot be an exam pattern. It is only a learning technique. But here, there are not even options, because all the three options that are not the answer are to the point of being silly. Like that, I don't think they should conduct an exam. I kind of feel that they have made a fool of us. Well, it's okay. I was telling my dad when we were discussing, my dad teaches Sanskrit at Vallat, and we were discussing the Sanskrit questions. There were two each in paper one and paper two. And I was telling my dad, this is also because of the transparency of the exam. Because when the question setting requirement goes to a professor, what is that professor a specialist in? That is not taken into consideration. For example, ELT might be a topic that I do not know at all. I might be very good at literary theory. I might be very good at some other literature. But I am not at all good at ELT. I don't teach ELT. But net question setters, NTA can ask me to set questions on ELT. So like that, some problems are there. But that is because nobody can expect what they will do. I mean, who made these questions? What will they ask me to make? Oh, next time they will ask me to make literary theory. So let me be ready for that. Like that, I cannot expect if I'm a professor. NTA is totally unpredictable when it comes to question paper setting, even for the examiners. And whose questions they are taking, nobody knows. I don't think professors are even proofreading the question paper. It is a clerical job. That is why there are mistakes. Because if they get people to proofread, it will leak. If somebody reads all the questions in the paper, so I think it is good also. With that, I hope everybody has joined. We were just waiting for everybody to join. I was doing small talk. Here we have with us Jobin David, your favorite paper one teacher. Jobin, you are getting more and more fans and followers in YouTube these days. Jobin, you're muted.
Hello, ma'am. Hi, ma'am.
Okay. So, as usual, let us go into the questions now. Everybody is waiting.
Ma'am,
Can we start with paper one? While
am I audible?
yeah, I will make you the co-host. While Jobin does paper one, I will sit back and relax. No, I'm here listening to you.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Yes, ma'am, can I?
Will you share the screen?
Yeah, sure. So, good morning, everyone. Good morning, ma'am. So, I actually, regarding of the afternoon shift, what we have, like those all who wrote English as the main subject had the afternoon shift, and when we analyze the paper one, it is a little bit hard than the paper one in the morning shift. Okay. And you when you know like when you think about the DI part and the maths part was, I think it was easy, and the type of or the pattern of questions asked, like, or the questions, the form of questions asked was a different one. Yeah, like when you analyze it, you can see a match the following questions, even a match the following question, and also a statement level questions in mathematical reasoning they have asked. So uh, that is the sort where, like, as ma'am told, they are being unpredictable, as they are unpredictable and they are unpredictable. And some of the cases, like from, if you look at from the viewpoint of people development environment, they're asked in the way that, like, they can ask in an easy way, but they have made it in a very complicated way. But those from research, teaching and all, if you have studied the subjects, DI, it was a basically it was easy, but it was time consuming. No worries, we will discuss the answer keys for now. And I set W questions in my hand. Okay, set W question. So the following table, the first questions is from, obviously the first five questions are from the data interpretation part that you have. The following table shows the percentage distribution of patients of various diseases in the world, and table 2 shows the percentage distribution of all the patients and kidney patients in various continents, namely Europe. Okay, you have the question paper in your hand. Just look at the question paper. So here you have two tables, where the first table deals with the entire patients, the percentage wise patients in the world, disease wise. Okay. And now it is like continent wise details of all patients and kidney patients that you have. And one thing you should not miss is, like, the total production of the world, population of the world in the year 2023 is 800 crore. Okay. So the one thing is, like, you have the total production of the 2023 is 800 crore total population. This should be marked, and 10% of them are patients, only 10%. So the number which you want to you want to take into consideration only will be 10% of this 800 crore. Okay, 10% of this 800 crore. So 10% of 800 crore will be 80 crores. So this 80 crores, all this questions you want to get analyzed, you want to get into like take into consideration. Okay, so we'll go to the first question. You have if the number of patients increases by 10% every year in Europe, then what is the difference between the number of patients in Europe after 2 years and the number of kidney patients in South America in 2023? So at time taking questions, I will, like, for DA questions, I will uh, give you another live session when we have the Wednesday paper on practice. I will explain you into detail how we will do this, like, as we don't have any much time here. I will discuss just the answers and then go. Okay, just I will give a glance of idea where what you want. Okay, if the patient number of patient increases by 10%, that means Europe, all patients, it is 10%. So I told you, out of the 80 crore, only 10% are in Europe. Okay, so just consider about the second table. Don't go with the first table. What is the NTA is looking forward is, like, they want to confuse you with the two tables. So first thing you want to get a clear cut idea where you have the continents and where you have the diseases. Okay, so the second table only deals with the continent part, Europe. So 80 crore is the total people whose diseases, like the patients. So with that, in that 80 crore, 10% is from the Europe continent. So you can get it as 8 crore. So 8 crore you will get. And if you have 10% increase every year, either you can use the formula of for compound interest formula you have studied, you can use that, or else you can take the 10% of 8 crore first, then add it with 8 crore, then again the 10%, one more 10% you should take, you should get that. And finally, you will get the number for Europe. Okay. Then after, the number of kidney patients in South America is 2000 in 2023. So this table is given in 2023 only. So in South America, the kidney patients in 40%. Okay. Before that, we want to look the kidney percentage, those patients which are affected with the kidney diseases is 30% of the total number. So you want to find the 30% of 80 crore. Okay. Then after that, out of that number, you should find the 40%. Okay. So I will explain. Give you a better explanation when this we can explain in when I explain in detail. Okay. So the first option, like the first answer, it's like what we have is 8 lakh. We will go with option 1. That is 8 lakh. This is the correct answer. Okay. Clear? Okay. So we'll go with the next question. The number of kidney patients in Australia is approximately dash of the number of patients of heart disease in the world. There again, number of kidney patients in Australia. So how many kidney patients in Australia you want to check? How many kidney patients in Australia? So I told you, out of the 80 crore, out of the 80 crore only you want to check. So out of the 80 crore, this 30% have the kidney disease. Okay. So you should find the 30% of the 80 crore. Clear? So 30% of the 80 crore will be a number, and you should take South America is 40% of that. Sorry, which one? Australia. Australia. The number of kidney patients in Australia is like 5%. So 5% of this number. So again, 5 by 100 into this number, we will get the kidney patients in Australia. And approximately what is the number of heart patients disease in the world? Directly you can get 22%. That is 22% of the 80 crore. 22% of the 80 crore you will get. Okay, 80 crore. 80 crore you will get. And you will get the answer as 6.811. The answer goes like, it is like 6.8181. It goes like this. So the final answer will be 6.82%. Okay, 6.82%. Yeah, that is it. And we'll go with the third question. What is the ratio of the number of patients in Africa to the total number of kidney patients in Asia and North America together? So number of patients in Africa to the total number. So number of patients of Africa, you should get number of patients is 25% there. Okay. So 25% is the number of patients in Africa. And you have to get the North America and also Asia. So together, when you get the option is like, you will get the option like 4, 50 is 21. Okay. I will give you an explanation. Like when we do the live session, I will take this question, data interpretation questions from the first and the second shift. I will discuss it. Okay. So we can do that. And if the number for the number of heart disease patients, that also we will take the 159.1. Sorry, it is like 159 is to 67. You have the option 3 as the right answer. Okay. So going with the next question. The number of kidney patients in South America decreases by 25%. What is the percentage decrease in the number of kidney patients in the world? Okay. So you have a South America decreases by means you should take. I already told you have the number of kidney patients in South America from the first question. So 25% decrease means you should take 75% of that number. 75 by 100 into that number, you will get the answer from there. And what is the percentage decrease? You will get the answer as 8%. Sorry, it is 10%. Option number 3. Okay, these are the answers of the what the DI questions, we will discuss it in detail. Okay. Later we will discuss it in detail. And can you like sixth one, maths list with the maths list one with the list two. Okay. Like what is the answer for that? Personal address. Is it what personal address? What do you have for personal address? Is it sequential accounts told to and retold from a particular viewpoint, or social drama, anything like that? What is social drama meant for? Subject to community's rules for appropriate conduct. What is that? Got the answers, everyone? Sixth one. We'll go with the option B. It's option B, because personal address is subject to community. You can mark over here. And the next one, B1 is like social drama, sequential accounts told and retold from a particular viewpoint. Narratives, it's point to self uh, self others in interaction. That's all. Okay, that is option 2 what we have. Then which of the following computer devices are output devices only? So only output devices. What we have as output devices, B CRT motor, what we have, plotter, what we have, number pad and trackball. It's not a output device. Number pad, you know, it's like it's an input one. So B and D will be the option. So option B and D only. 7-4 will be the option. Okay. 7-4 will be the option. Next. Which of the following statements about computer memories are correct? SDDs may experience a head crash. SSDs where hard disk drive, and you know what is SSD, are also known as volatile memory. SDDs do not have any moving parts. Computers usually have more primary memory than secondary memory. Actually, it is like what you have 8. The SDDs may experience a head crash. It is a problem occurred with the hard disk drive. That is the correct one. So 8th we will go with 1. Okay. 8 we'll go with 1. 1 is the right answer there. Like SSDs are also known as volatile memory. It's not known as volatile memory actually. ROM is not as a volatile memory. What we have, HDDs do not have any moving parts. It's also a wrong one. The correct one is 8th, first one. Okay. And which of the following statements are true regarding Macaulay? Macaulay, it's like he succeeded in replacing the Persian with English as administrative language. That is the correct one only. And he promoted training of English speaking in Indian as teachers, English speaking Indians. That's correct only. Both A and B. That is the correct option. What we have. He promoted useful learning is not all there. So think of the options and then we will get option 1. And option 1 will be the correct answer. A and B only will be the correct option. Okay. So which of the following character? Which one? Sixth one. Did I go wrong? It's like yeah. Coming to the answer. Sorry. It was narratives. We can go with the option 1. That is it. So I think B is 4. Just my B is 4 you have. Sorry. B A S 3 you have. A S 3 you have. Okay. B4 C1. That we have 3. Correct. Right. That's correct. Yeah. So 9, 10 to 1. Which of the following are characteristics of mass communication? Mass communication, as already you know, 6th I corrected earlier. It was the right. 6th is 3. Option 3. Which of the following characteristics of mass communication? You know, it is a homogeneous audience. Is it a homogeneous audience? Professional communication as source is a correct one. Mass communication, we have heterogeneous audience. Okay, we have heterogeneous audience, not a homogeneous one. So immediate feedback, we don't have any immediate feedback in the mass communication part. Use of medium is there, and also rapid transmission of messages is there. And so the option 4 will be correct. Question 10, it will be option 4. Yeah, okay. Like now we can relate with the like I am doing W set. Okay. It will be difficult to find questions from the other set, but I will go slowly. Okay. So this is the characteristics of mass communication. We'll get the option 4. BDE. We don't have homogeneous audience. Obviously, for mass communication, we have heterogeneous audience. So from that, we can go with the options A. With the option A, those who are there, option A. and immediate feedback. So A and C you can eliminate in all the options. So BD will be the option. Okay. And then we'll go with the identify the list of 4 quadrants of the course hosted on Swayam. Yeah. Like it will take more time. That's why I'm going a little bit faster. Identify the courses, 4 quadrants of the courses hosted on Swayam. Okay. So it's self-assessment test is there. Video lectures are there. Online discussion forum is there. Specially prepared reading material downloaded, printed are there that you can do. It is there in Swayam. Face-to-face interaction among learners, it is not there. So option 2 will go for 11. A, B, C, D. These are all simple, easy questions from Swayam. Like what if you know what is Swayam, you'll get the answer. Okay. So option 2 we'll go with. What we have is option 2. Okay. So now going with the next question. Which of the following statements are correct? Okay. Actually, you should analyze that or identify that this is a maths question where they are given with the in the statements. This is what I told you. Okay. They are given in 4 statements. And one thing you want to analyze is if you want to do every statements and then find the answer, it won't be any easy matter. And look at the option. First, for example, first one, a man purchased an item of 4/5 at selling price X. So we have a 4/5 of the so let it be 4/5 of X. Okay. And solve it as 5% more than X means I told you how we'll solve for 5% more than. So it will be 105X by 100. That means 5% more than every time I have repeated it. So, and this is the selling price and this is the cost price. So the profit percentage he got it is 25. Just subtract this one, not 5X by 100 minus 4X by 5. If you get the answer as 25X by 100, 25X will be the right answer only. So you have the 100 as the denominator, 105X minus, here will be 20 into 4, 80X will be there. So it is like 25X by 100. So have the percentage in formula. X we can cancel either. You have got 25 here. So that is 25% it is there. So obviously the first statement is correct. The first statement it is correct. So maths questions, don't worry. I will explain it in detail. No worries. So first statement is correct only. 25% what we have got is correct. So first statement, the A is correct. So from the options, can you see only 2 options are remaining with A and with A, that is 1 and D, 1 and 4. So 2 and 3, we can eliminate that. 1 and 4. Now go with the option B because for the first option. A dealer professes to sell his goods at his cost price but uses to a weight of 900 gram for a kilogram weight. So for 1 kilogram, he uses 900 gram only. Okay, 900 gram weight. So what is the profit there? In 1 kilogram, 100 gram is their profit. Okay, 100 gram is their profit. So that is actually 100 gram by 900 into 100 you should do. That is the gain percentage. If it is a gain percentage, 11 1 by 9 if we get. So 100 by 9, if you get 100 by 9, it will be 11 1 by 9 that you have. So 11 1 by 9 percentage will be get. This also the statement, this also is correct. A and B. And we will go with the option 1. A and B only means it is option 1. Don't go for C and D. Don't look for C and D and all. It will lose your time. Look for A and B. If it is correct, A and B only. That is their logic where if you go with all option C and D, it will lose time. If A and B only, there is a correct option. 12.
Jobin, they're asking you to explain 9.
9, okay, ma'am.
Question 9.
Okay. 9, it's like he succeeded in replacing Persian with English as the administrative language. He promoted training of English speaking Indian as teachers. Both statements are correct, right? So A and B only will be the options. Are you telling? If it was okay, utilitarian ideas. If it is like we don't have any options like A, B, C. We don't have any options like A, B, C. So we don't want to check that. So only A and B we have. He promoted useful learning. It's not there. D is not there.
But there is an ambiguity, right? He wanted to make English useful for practical purposes also.
ma'am, he promoted useful learning means it's not like he had a like adamant nature that only English should be taught. So the useful learning concept won't be correct with the uh, only only learning thing. I think that's what I related with.
Hmm. But as they say, ABCD also, I think, can be right.
Okay. Fine. Okay. Then
I'm not
can
sure
we get
about C, but D looks like correct.
utilitarian ideas also?
Because there was a movement called utilitarianism. That's why they have put it in capital U.
Oh, okay, okay, okay,
Ah,
okay, okay, okay.
okay. We'll keep it as an
Uh,
ambiguous.
okay,
Make
okay,
it B, A,
okay.
B.
Either one or four, we'll keep it. Okay, ma'am. Okay. 13th one, the gross enrollment ratio measures the number of students enrolled in higher education as percentage of the eligible population aged between. This is a direct question. What do you have when we discuss the GER? Also, we have told that this is the age group between which is the age group. So 13 is 3, like what we have, it is 18 to 23 years is the answer. Higher education, it is considered with the uh, higher education part. Gross enrollment ratio. Okay. And which of the following are national coordinators appointed for SWAYAM courses? What you have is Indian Institute of Management, Bangalore, National Program and Technology, National Institute of Open Schooling, Block Institute of Teacher Education is not there. Consortium for Educational Communication is also there. We'll go with option 4. We'll go to option 4. This is not there. D is not there. So when you read the options from it, like SWAYAM courses, it's like a open online courses. So you have A, B, C, and E there. So block Institute of Teacher Education, it's not there. A, B, C, and D will go with option 4. Now, match list 1 with list 2, it's threats to internal validity, what we have in description. And like if you check off the options, like when you have, like if you have a like a single connected option here. So from if you can connect with maturation threat, if you can connect maturation threat with what? It is like behavior changes or like it's outside the research project if it is affects or what. So we can get maturation threat as occurs because of the short or long term uh, changes in the participant because of psychological changes like boredom, fatigue, and all. That is like what you have a maturation threat. The answer will go with A3. It's like option 2. What we have A3. And then you can check with the other also A3, B4, we'll have attrition threat. It is like when participants drop out study leading to change in the nature of the sample. History threat is like what we have is C2, when some event outside the research project affects the participant systematically. Testing threats is like when participants' behavior changes function of having have been tested previously. So that is what we have for option 50, sorry, question 15, option 2, what we have. Yeah, it was,
Jobin, yeah.
yes, ma'am.
Jobin, it is there in Wikipedia.
Is there in
Thomas
Wikipedia?
Babington Macaulay Wikipedia entry. In his minute, he urged Lord William Bentinck, the then Governor General, to reform secondary education on
Ah,
utilitarian lines to deliver useful learning, etc.
okay. Okay, it's there. Okay, then we'll
ABC.
go with the option A, B, C, D, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was from my part. Sorry,
Sorry for
I
the
will,
confusion, guys.
yeah,
Thank you for pointing it out.
yeah. Option 4 we'll go with. So question 15, that was a little bit a confusing one. And we'll go with the option 16. Identify the correct sequence from earliest to latest universities in the 20th century India. So when you have like basically university years when it is established from the earliest to the latest. So associate is like you can associate the Nagpur University was the latest one, like when it is related with the years. So Nagpur University is 1920. What we have. Uh, you can go with the options like which is coming at the end. You can have a D option at the end. So it is 1 and 2 what you have. Then you should know which is the first one that is came. So it is like SMDT Women's University in 1916 what we have. Then after that we have 1917 Patna University what we have in 1970. Osmania what we have in 1918. Aligarh in 19 sorry, Aligarh in 1920, and this is in 1925. I think. Okay, 23 or 25. I am not sure. 25 or 24, 23. So Nagpur is the latest one. Aligarh is 1920 what we have. So the option is CEABD what we have. CEABD what we have. Okay. So that's what. This one you have in your text. Okay, fine. And arrange the following in the order of increasing connotation. So what do you mean by increasing connotation? You have to have actually the connotation with the quality increasing quality connotation. So what do you have? The domestic animal, horse, and beast of burden. Beast of burden is actually a huge animal or a animal with the like huge weight. Is it correct, ma'am? Beast of burden. I'm right, right. Beast of burden. Okay. So what we have is like the options
I
is
don't
seven.
know this, Jobin.
Beast of burden. No worries. No worries.
No, I mean,
D.
what is this increasing connotation? I don't know. Oh,
Connotative
okay,
is
okay.
quality. It's a quality what we have. It's a increasing quality what we have. So it's like animal, domestic
Beast of
animal.
burden is the most connotative.
No, no. Domestic like animal will be the most one. Animal.
The other extreme is beast of burden then.
Yeah, horse is also there. Horse.
I don't
Yeah,
know. You
increasing.
say.
Yeah, it is like what we have is BADC. Animal, domestic animal. Then beast of burden. It's like a animal with lot of weight. And C is like horse. So that's like what we have. BADC. What you have. And what is the correct sequence from lower number to higher number of the following related sustainable development goals? So we have SDGs. So they have asked a very depth question from SDGs. Actually, we know how many goals are there for SDGs. It is 17 goals that we have. So the targets what we have is 169, and the number of indicators, it is like somewhat to 230 plus indicators, and number of publications more than 1,000, 10,000 publications. It is related with the sustainable development one. So that is like actually the option go with, you have to have the lower number to higher. So lower number to higher will be B, C, D, and A. It's like option 3 we will have 18 option 3. So it's B, C, D, A what we have. Okay, so that is the option in 18 what we have. And arrange the following sections of research dissertation in correct sequence. This is the easy one that you will get. What you have to like acknowledgement, then literature review, then research methods, and then the last discussion will be there. Like, you can get the options easily. You can get the options from 19.4. That is the correct one. Research dissertation. It is all direct questions. And 20, this one actually we discussed in the net countdown. I don't think so. You remember? I think so. You remember it? Well, like when we discussed about the digital library consortium and all, we discussed this. So that is like what we have. Digital platform ministry, an education formed by merging three consortium initiatives: Infonet Digital Library, like NLIST, Indust IAICT consortium. That is when you see about the digital library consortium, you can definitely get with E-show Sindhu. It is like 22 that you have. Which question number? Okay, it's like 20. What we have is 2. E-show Sindhu is 20. Which question number they are asking for? 16. 16. Do I have to reach it? Okay, then fine, fine. Which of the following refers to a sampling approach in structured observation whereby a sample individual is observed for a set of period of time? Okay, actually, what you have in 21, you know all the three options like snowball sampling, you know, it is not snowball sampling. It is not cluster sampling. It is not purposive sampling. So these three options, if you know, option 1 will be the correct answer for this question. Maybe you don't know, you're not aware with the sampling type of a focal sampling. If you're aware, well and good, but non-probability and probability sampling methods, we didn't study a sampling called focal sampling. Okay. So how can you relate with the question? It is like, you know, all the other three options. You know, it is not snowball. You know, it is not purposive. You know, it is not cluster also. So obviously you can mark one focal sampling with the answer. That is focal sampling. You have the answer. 21 1. And a sum of 50 is divided among A, B, and C such a way that A gets 5 less than B. So that is basically we should follow form the equations that we have. Like A, B, C is there, A, B, C, and what A gets less like 5 less than B. So A is like B minus 5 what we have. And B gets C 10 less than C. Okay, like what we have is B 10 less than C. So C minus 10. So can you write the like in terms of C is actually B plus 10. C is B plus 10. And what you have A plus B plus C is also 50 what you have. And A is like what you have is B minus 5. We can substitute in the option of B minus 5. Then B, no, substitute in the terms of B and B plus 10 what you have. And you have it as 50. When you solve it, you will get 3B plus 5 is equal to 50. And 50, then when you solve B, you will get it as 15. Okay. B will be 15, you will get A as 10, and then you will get C as 25. This is the option, like this is the amount, the division of amounts that you have. When you find the ratio, it will be 2:3:5 that you have. So that is the option 22 what we have. Option 22, 2:3:5. Okay. So the option 4 is the right one. And now going to the 23, International Solar Alliance is the alliance of the countries of most which lie partially or completely on above Tropic of Cancer, between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, Southern Hemisphere, below Tropic of Capricorn. So above Tropic of, we have 4 options, and the most correct option, like International Solar Alliance, it's a alliance which is taken by the initiative of France and India. And you have International Solar Alliance, in which part it's basically about this solar energy, that you should use the solar energy very efficiently. So it's like what you have, it's between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn that you have. And like most of the the sunlight is there, like Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn is like most of the sunlight is there, because the equator comes in between, like the most of the sunlight falls in equator. So Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, between these 3 latitudes, we have the most of the sunlight, and this is the correct option what we have, 23:3. And match list 1 with list 2, Pune College for Hindu Learning, Hindu College Kolkata. Okay, basically if you can analyze that, B is 2, sorry, B is 3. Hindu College Kolkata, Presidency College, who established it, who was the founder, you can relate it with Rajaram Mohan Roy. So basically we will have the option A 24, right? B3. So the option will be only with the B3 is option 2, you will go with option 2. Look like that. Okay, then it will be easy for you. So it's like Hindu College, it is Rajaram Mohan Roy. So the next one, you have HTTP. We already know what is HTTP, SMTP, FTP, all what we know. It's like HTTP, hypertext transfer protocol, symbol mail transfer protocol, file transfer protocol. What do you have? SSL is actually like a secure sockets, something like that. So that is that's an encryption for the online transmission and all. So what we have for HTTP, SMTP, if you know, you will get the answer. So SMTP, simply you can relate it with the C1. SMTP, Symbol Mail Transfer Protocol, means it's like C1 you can get it with. So if it is C1, the option with the C1, what we hear is option 4. Only option 4. So don't go for SSL. If you don't know SSL, FTP, don't worry. SMTP, FTP, you already know. So if you can get 2 options correct, then you can go for the option 4. C1 and D4, what we have. FTP, it's like transfer files or the internet. Okay, that is like. And if L of M represents the number and base, okay, this was also discussed in our countdown part, like for converting the digits, the same type of question, the ascending order also we have discussed, I think in the countdown number 2. This is the hexadecimal, this is octal one, this is a base digit 7, same thing like what we use for 7 and 8 only, and this is a binary digit. So when it is arranged, I will give you a glance of 8B16. I got it as a 138, 39 I got. Here this I got 138. Here I got it as like 140, and here got like 141. Okay. So it will be B, A, C, D. The first option, 26-1 will be the option, 26-1. So this is what I have done and I have got it. Like this is the correct option I got. So 139. So just you convert it. We'll deal with the like when I explain in detail, I will tell you how I got 139, 138. Now these are the values now I got. Those who have, like if you want to convert 139, these are the decimal numbers, 139, 138, 114, 141. So if it is a ascending order from the smallest to the biggest. So it is B, A, C, D what we have. Okay. Which of the following statements are as correct as per classical Indian school of logic Nyaya? So the correct statement for here is like what you have as B and C only. 5 propositions and 3 terms. This is the correct option. B and C. Okay. Okay. Next one, match list one with list two. Can you so like it's a word and the codes. Okay. Basically they ask this is coded as this is coded as this, and what will be coded as the next one. This is not the time. This time they asked in a match the following type where you have bold. Okay, so find what you want to find is like just have the positional numbers of B. It is 2. O it's like a 15. What we have just add it. L we have it as 12. T you have just 20. Okay, you have just 20. And when you add all this, what do you get? 32 plus 15, 47, you will get 49. So you can relate to A with the 3. So the only one option with A with the 3 is option 4. You will get the correct answer is, you will get the option as 4. A4. Sorry, the 28th answer is 4. A3. You will get it as A3. Then you should not check other options. Obviously, that option will be correct. A3. Okay. 28. Just only one or go with the one option. Other options will be like if it is A3, if it is you are sure with, then go with that option only. Okay. 29. Which of the following is an 28? Okay, we got. Which of the following is an ancient Indian treatise on problems related to mathematics? It's Leelavati. What do you have? Two. What we have? Ancient Indian treatise on problems related to mathematics. It's Leelavati. What we have? And which of the following is an extremely short-lived and unstable air or water pollutant? Okay, unstable means it's like a short-lived one. You know, it's like when it's like a persistent organic pollutants, you can eliminate this. Smog also it will stand for some time. Polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, like some hydrocarbons thing, it also stands for a like some time. And when you see the options, it's volatile organic compounds. Volatile organic compounds, it's like unstable one only. So you got the option 2 for 30. So 32 will have. And which of the following statements is logically equivalent to the statements no cats are non-feline? It's like a question from the logical part. What do we have? It is like 31-3, but we all cats are feline. This is the option what we have. And which fallacy is committed in the following statement? Tarun cannot be guilty of murder since there is no way Tarun could kill someone. That is the begging the question 32-3 what we have. Begging the question what we have the option. And identify the correct sequence of the cycle of self-regulated learning. Okay, self-regulated learning, what we have is uh, the correct sequence of the cycle should be there. Obviously, what will be the first step? What will be the first step here? Enacting tactics and strategy won't be there. Setting goals won't be there. Devising plans won't be there. Regulating learning is only the last one. Okay, so it's like analyzing the task will be the first option. Analyzing the task will be the first sequence. So the one with the first one, E is the option. So 3, ECBAD. ECBAD. Okay. So I have the 33E. 32 is like begging the question. Like I'll explain when it is like the logical reasoning part. I will have an explanation later. It is like in the initial stage, I have marked the answer and it's begging the question. So 33, it is like analyzing the task would be the first one. So then if it is the first one, you have ECBAD. So it's like then analyzing the task, setting the goals, devising plans, enacting tactics and strategy. Then this class, Ram declared to his brother, I verbal test the SAT, and I have always excelled my. So, what is actually it is high self-esteem, high levels of empathy, high low self-efficacy in literature. It is not like self-esteem. Okay, it's like where we have a high self-efficacy in literature. Okay, so we will go with 34.3. This is high self-efficacy. We have studied when we done the revision. Like when we have a what we have a revision like mega revision part. We discuss the self-efficacy. Self-efficacy. There was a question related to self-efficacy. So that is what self-efficacy in literature. That is, we discuss the self-efficacy with the teacher's part, but also you can relate with the part of self-efficacy. Identify the scale of measurements. Okay, this scale also like the different scales also we have discussed. Nominal scale, which allow ranking. I told you only nominal scale, which is not with the ranking. Ordinal scale, interval scale, ratio scale can use the ranking. So 35.2 will be the answer. 35.2 will be the answer. Okay. And 36. Which of the following statements are true? Truth and falsehood are attributes of individual propositions. Validity can never apply to any single proposition by itself. In a valid argument, all of its premises have to be true. A valid deductive argument cannot have all true premises and a false conclusion. So 36, we'll go with the option 1, A, B, D only. And I have the option like 1. C is wrong there. And we'll go with the option 1, A, B, D only. And arrange the following fractions in the increasing order. So basically what you do is like you just divide the terms into different like decimal numbers. What you have, I have done it like decimal numbers. It's like 14 by 87 you have 0.823, and 11 by 13 you have it as 0.846. It is little bit a time taking question. It is like 0.77 that you have 0.842, or else you should make the all denominator sum. It is like a tedious process that you have, because the LCM will be a great number, 17 into 13 into 9 into 19. So like it's a this math like division will be a most easier method. Actually, this question is a time taking one, but if you do, you will get the answer. Like if you do the divisions correctly. So if it is an increasing order, first the thing will be option 1. C will be the first one. Then go with the 28.823A. So C, A, then D, then B. So C, A, D, B, and the option 2 is the correct answer. Okay. So when you divide it, you will get the option. So just divide it and have an idea. Increasing order means from the smallest to the largest. And around 1945, he would have the idea of stored program computer that was to hold programs and memory, and then data would move between the memory and the processor. So the things related to the memory and programs, if it is related with the memory and programs, if you want the correct answer is John von Neumann. The answer is John von Neumann. It is not Tim Berners-Lee, Charles Babbage, and Alan Turing. They are not related with the memory and the processor. It is like John von Neumann. You know what is Tim Berners-Lee, Charles Babbage, and all associated with if it is a computer memory program or like processor, if it is like John von Neumann. It is like. And which of the following are true about solar thermal energy? It is a question from the development and environment part. Okay, basically like if you have solar thermal energy collectors, you have the panels over there. So basic unit of STEC is a solar cell. Four options are given. STCs may be a flat plate or concentrating type. Temperature in STCs may rise over 1000 degrees centigrade. Okay, we have 3 options. So I'll go with the options directly. It is B, C, D, and E. A is not correct. I'll go with the explanation later when I discuss in detail. So it's like B, C, D, and E is correct. Okay. These are all like in-depth questions from the development and environment part. A culture which is not touched by communication of alphabetic writing. So this question you can relate it with. Exclusivity is an auto term related with this part. Exclusivity is like we are excluding something. This is not a part a term related with the communication part. Typography and literacy, it's like what we have like alphabetic thing writing. We will have literacy and typography. So the correct option will be primary orality. It's only a non-verbal communication, not a verbal communication. No, it's not there. Clear? sorry, the communication of only the orality is there. So that is why alphabetic writing is not there. So that is primary orality. 500-meter long run training is what we have discussed. Same question we have done it in the countdown, mega revision, all thing train question. You will get easily. You will get. So you have x plus 500 by the time is like what we have, the 10 seconds is like equal to 100. And you have x plus 500 is equal to 1000 what we have, and then x equal to 1000 minus 500, and we will get the answer as 500. So 500 meter is the answer for the length of the tunnel. So that was it. And option 2 is the right one. So 41 option 2. Option 2 what we have, the 41. Okay. Next question, employment of classroom technology needs clarity with regard to, it's like instructional messages we want, pause objectives, technological competencies and all we need, but D and experience of failures and actually institutional intolerance also you don't need in the classroom technology. It's not like, but we have ABC only. We don't think too much into that. Institutional intolerance and experience of failures is not there in the classroom technology, employment of classroom technology. It's like ABC what we have. The systematic elimination of extraneous variables. So when we studied of extraneous variables, other than those you are interested in, can be achieved in. Okay, like you are elimination, they are eliminating extraneous variables, and you are like you are not taking the extraneous variables into consideration, and other variables you are taking into consideration. So obviously that will be in the experimental research that you have. 42.3, 43.3. Okay. Then 44. This is somewhat again an in-depth question from the development part. We have discussed about the waterborne disease, airborne disease, and all, but this is again a specific one, water-specific disease. Okay, waterborne disease, water-washed disease, water-based disease, water-related disease. Okay, you have water-borne disease. You know, like it's a ingestion of polluted water. What we have. So when it is like the water borne disease, we have typhoid. So, okay, when we can relate with the waterborne disease, A is 3. All typhoid, malaria, all trachoma, these are waterborne diseases, but specifically, it's like the ingestion of polluted water, we'll have typhoid. And you know, like when parasites are coming, like uh, another body is injecting something, or it is due to some another organism that is parasite, it is malaria. So we can relate D1 also. So D1 also. So from that we can get the option as A3, B4, C2, D1. This option 2. Option 2, that is A3, B4, C2 and D1, malaria. That is correct. 44, option 2 will be correct. In Buddhist thought, self-reflexivity is built into the process of. So actually this question also we had a confusion over there, like which is the options or which is NTA thinks as the option. And the correct or the apt option I have marked is like verbal communication, what we have. Self-reflexivity, the most one, it is verbal communication. I can't have a relation with this question, and the option like most apt answer will be verbal communication, not a power relations, not at a religious change, not for a politicization. It will be verbal communication. So 45.3 will go with the option. And then we have the comprehension passage. You can get it like 46. The answer will be 2, 1/3. And like what I have marked is as a result 47. The option is 3. What you have? There will be an increase in the uh, manufacturing workforce. The need for additional talent is like created by which all, according to the passage, we have A, B, and D. The setting up of new university is not there. So A, B, and D will go to option 4, 48 to 4. And 49 Micron set up a dash. It is like a semiconductor plant. What we have is 3. And the new talented skilled force in India will become mainly from, it's not like IIT standard, it's non-IIT and orbit. 252 what we have. Reading passage is simple that you know, like when you have Yeah, as you are literature students, you'll easily get reading comprehension passage. It's simple one. These are all the correct answers. Okay, guys, ma'am.
Thank you, Joven. Thank
Ma'am,
you.
yeah, I think it's like a they have got an idea. It's basically just a hard paper. All like development questions they can't relate it, but don't worry with paper one because like this is a dynamic portion that they have, so they can ask from any of the part. So they won't be familiar with much of the questions, or like maybe they can be familiar with the like research teaching and all they can, but all in-depth questions they have asked.
Quite the
This,
opposite of paper two.
yes, ma'am. Actually, I think they are making paper one hard. I don't know why they are doing like
I
this.
don't think there is a pattern to it.
Yes, ma'am.
It
It's
so
actually
happens sometimes it will be like this, sometimes it will be like that.
it's
Just
it,
because this time it was hard doesn't mean next time it should be hard.
yes. Like we cannot relate it with the PYQ also. Like some questions are related with the PYQ. Like maths and DI is also like DI we can do it. It's not
Like
that much hard.
I told you at the beginning, there is an arbitrariness to it. They send a lot of questions to a lot, requirements to a lot of professors with some guidelines, but it also depends on the professors how they make the questions.
Yes.
Okay, without wasting time, shall I move on to mine?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Because they might be waiting for paper two also, and it should not be that long. People have other things to do. The day after the exam, they'll have a lot of celebration. And also maybe catching up with food and taking bath and all that, right? Okay, let us take a look at paper two now. This is also W, I think. Who among the following was not associated with the Cambridge School of Critics? Cambridge School is practical critics. F.R. Lewis, I.A. Richards, William Empson, and F.R. Lewis's wife, Q.D. Lewis. So answer must be Kenneth Burke. Kenneth Burke is not associated with Cambridge School. Patrick White, the Australian novelist, was a recipient of the following prizes. Immediately, you know, Nobel Prize in Literature 1973 is correct. That you should know. So D, only in one option D is there. Array, A and D is the answer. So 2A and D is the answer. Even if you don't know this, it is easy to do the question because of this knowledge. Which of the following magazines are aimed at depicting the concerns of girls who embraced the tenets of girl culture or girlhood? It is very unambiguously stated two things. One, that these are magazines. Secondly, it is about girl culture. Now, this is a confusing question. I think you might have to contest it also because Sassy, Bust and Bitch, they are magazines. But Bust and Bitch magazines did not deal with girlhood or girl culture explicitly. They were very prominent feminist magazines of the third wave. Anybody who knows, who has read about third wave feminism would have come across these names. However, Ophelia Speaks and Colonize This and Sassy, they are about adolescence and girlhood, teenage girls. So Sassy A is a magazine about girlhood, but Ophelia Speaks and Colonize This are not magazines, but they are about girlhood. But there is no such option. So if you take A, B, C, sometimes you will take A, B, C. The problem here is Bust and Bitch are not primarily about girlhood. Then if you take A, E, D, the problem is that D and E are not magazines. Okay, that is how I understand this question. Maybe if they give one of these answers, we should contest it. Okay, 54. This is very easy. Which among the following is not a morality play? It is City Heiress. Wait. City Heiress. Array. City Heiress is not a morality play. Okay. Okay. Annotated bibliography. Everybody knows what is bibliography. Annotated bibliography is a brief summary stating the importance of the works. There is a summary also, a write-up on the works also given. In an annotated bibliography, there is a write-up is also given. Which of the following statements are correct regarding Dalit Panthers movement? By the way, thanks to Akanksha Sharma, who sent me this paper as soon as the exam got over. She is one of the YouTube babies. I'm very grateful to you, Akanksha, because we got a lot of time immediately after the exam. You sent it, and we were able to work on it very well. Okay, Dalit Panthers movement was influenced by Black Panthers movement. Correct. Dalit Panthers is a social organization that was founded by B.R. Ambedkar. No. B.R. Ambedkar inspired them, but it was not founded. It started later. That is also easy. Dalit Panthers movement was led by Raja Dhale, Namse Dhazal. Correct. J.V. Pawar. So A and C are correct. Jyotiba Phule participated actively. Wrong. Jyotiba Phule was not a Dalit Panther. Dalit Panthers are a little militant Dalits. D is wrong. Dalit Panthers was rooted in the Little Magazine movement. Even if you are a little confused about this, you should remember this. Little Magazine is an anti-establishment movement of writing, which inspired Dalit movement at large. Dalit movement at large was inspired by Little Magazine movement. So it should be ACE. That is the answer. Okay, now 57. I'm not looking at your chat messages. I hope you're not chatting. Is there anything wrong in what I'm saying? You should point out. Okay, I'm here. I'm listening to you now. Okay, right. 57. What is the correct chronological order of the works of John Milton? Now, a few things are very easy to remember. L'Allegro and Lycidas are early works, isn't it? Everybody knows L'Allegro and Lycidas are early works. So C and E should come first. Only in one, C and E is coming first. Only in one. And one more thing, you know, Paradise Lost came before Paradise Regained. A came after B. Always it is not like that. So CE, then A came after B. So this must be the answer. No, C and... No, wait. A came after B. This also is there. No, this is there, this is there. Now let us take a closer look. Let us take a look at this. E, L'Allegro, okay. D, Comus. Yeah, Comus also was an early work because it was probably written when he was a student at Cambridge. So it is certainly not the last. It was not written after Paradise Regained. Comus is certainly not last because Comus was written when he was a student. So this cannot be the answer. This is the answer. Let us take a look at it once again. E first, L'Allegro. Then D, Comus, correct. Then C, Lycidas. Then A, Paradise Lost. Then B, Paradise Regained. Okay. Which of the following books was edited by gay activists? This is a mistake. You should contest it. These are not edited. These are written, I think. All edited by gay activists. Wait. This is different. Edited is another question. That Henry Louis Gates wala. This is correct. Edited by gay activists Joseph Beam and Essex Hemphill. Correct. Easy question this is. This is brother to brother. This is easy question. Like I got confused with that Henry Louis Gates Jr. wala. Okay. From the following writers who are known for magic realism. Isn't that very easy? R.K. Narayan, V.S. Naipaul, Mulk Raj Anand, certainly not. Salman Rushdie, Gabriel Garcia Marquez, correct. So, B and D. B and D is the answer. Okay. This is also very easy. Coolie, Munnu. Sabanandaro, Ramaswamy. Waiting for Mahatma, Sriram and Bharati. Then Shadow from Ladakh, Satyajit. So, answer is 4. A2, B3, C4, D1. A2, B3, C4, D1. Correct, hai na? Anything wrong? Oh, this was also written, edited not. Oh, then shouldn't we contest it if it is not edited? Check it out again. But first one is edited only. New writings by gay black men cannot be edited only. Check again, okay? Check again. Okay. What is the correct sequence of the following novels of Amitav Ghosh. This is also very easy because everybody should know Circle of Reason is first. Everybody should know Circle of Reason is first, isn't it? So, E first. How many are there? Only one is there. Here they go, E. Then B, shadow lines. Okay. D, Calcutta chromosome. Then A, hungry tide. Then C, sea of poppies. This is the answer. Oops. Okay. What are you saying? Oh, not edited. Are they are not even looking at things properly, right? How careless of them. Do you know that this time, because exam is easy, paper 2 cutoff might be high, guys. Oh, correct. Joseph Bohm started it and he died. Oh, okay. And Essex completed it. Are you sure it was not editing though that he completed? No, right? Okay. 62. Identify the author. This is also easy. All of you might know. I have taught this for years. Literature of knowledge and literature of power. It is De Quincey. You don't even have to read the line. Literature of knowledge and literature of power. That's an essay by De Quincey. Now, which articles of Indian Constitution that you might not have expected in paper 2? 343 is easy because it is about the official language of the Union. Very easy. And 344 is about how that official language can be maintained. Every 5 years, there should be a commission which will check into whether it should be English or Hindi. So easy. B and C it is. Before the exam, you should look up which are these two are directly about language only. There is no confusion here. Before the exam, you should look up obviously about which are the articles about education, about English language and Indian language and things like that. Who among the following was not associated with a Yale school? Very easy question. Terry Eagleton, of course. Two Nations is the subtitle of Benjamin Disraeli's Sibyl. That is also easy. All these 4 I have taught. It is there in our materials. Some are very easy. BA level questions. Pathetic fallacy, John Ruskin. Sprung rhythm, G.M. Hopkins. Structures of feeling, Raymond Williams. Objectivism, William Carlos Williams. So answer is 4 here. 4. Isn't it? Yes. Yeah. So Deepta, mock test question it was. Do not think we bribed UGC and we do not think we bribed UGC and got our questions in the exam. Our questions are coming like similar to this only because we have a very scientific analysis of the question paper pattern. We know how they make questions and we follow the same style. Some questions are even made by AI in some question papers in CET&NET. But not completely by AI. They are changing it themselves. Some questions are made from the books that are given in suggested reading. Some questions are drawn from Wikipedia. Some questions are based on the syllabi of major universities. Okay, so we know the pattern and that is how we are doing the model tests. Please do not think twice about joining our course. Your money is well compensated for. If you pay 20,000, which is the discounted fees, you will get a lifetime of material that will always help you. It is not only for NET, this material, and you will get so much classes and quizzes and everything. You will completely change in your career. Okay, I'm saying this because I'm confident about it. Okay, this is also very easy. All of you might know. Complete Adventures of Faluda is by Satyajit Ray. Sacred Games is by Vikram Chandra. And then you might get a little confused. Which is Ruskin Bond? Which is Deepa Annapara? Gin Patrol on the Purple Line is by Deepa Annapara. Some of you might have gone wrong there because it's a little confusing if you don't know clearly. But don't worry. You don't have to get 100%. Who among the following? Linguistics, we have very good materials and classes and quizzes in our course. Yes. Who among the following used untranslatableness in his famous work? It is S.T. Coleridge who said famously that William Wordsworth's works are untranslatable. It is S.T. Coleridge among them, or Matthew Arnold, who talked about other writers. Did you understand? William Wordsworth did not talk about other writers. Translation is about other writers. And Philip Sidney did not talk about other writers. He talked about poetry theory only. S.T. Coleridge talked about the untranslatability of Wordsworth's works into the words of the same language, because his works are so dense. If you translate them into English, you rewrite them into English, the meaning will change. That is what he meant. Okay. Oops, sorry. It is S.T. Coleridge. What is the correct chronological sequence of the following Dalit women writers? Now, this is also easy. I had actually told you in JRF Power Session, etc., that Indian authors, the Dalit authors, I said Dalit authors, their chronology will come. This is easy because everybody should know one thing. If you have general knowledge about these people, Meena Kandasamy is the youngest. Meena Kandasamy is the youngest. Everybody should know. That is an obvious thing. And there is only one with Meena Kandasamy as the youngest. And also in our Indian encyclopedia or any encyclopedia, all these authors are given in chronological order. So many people who study the encyclopedias and materials were telling me, we just remember the encyclopedia's pages so much that it was easy. It is a sheer waste of time if you're studying without the encyclopedias, guys, because they are such useful materials for this exam and any exam. Okay. What is the correct chronological sequence of the following Indian authors in the order of their birth? You should know a couple of things. Michael Madhusudan Dutt came before Toru Dutt, and these two are the oldest. These two are the oldest. So EC it must be. And only one option is there with EC. And Mulkraj Anand obviously is one of the oldest post-independence writers. Mulkraj Anand, after that, only came Raja R.K. Narayan and Raja Rao. So, and after that only came Manohar Malgonkar and Khushwant Singh. So, it is easy to guess. Which of the following statements are correct about B.R. Ambedkar's annihilation of caste? This is like stupid options question because it is an undelivered speech. Maybe you don't know. Keep it aside. It focuses on the need to create a society where individuals are treated with dignity and respect. Maybe yes. Maybe yes. But look at the other three options. They are stupid options. There will be outcasts even if the caste system is completely destroyed. Definitely Ambedkar will not say that. Ideal society will always have a caste system. Ambedkar will not say that. This is a fictitious novel, is absolute rubbish. A and B only. You only have to read the question paper carefully. Arrange the following films on disability. This question you can contest actually because incidentally, I have watched all the three films. They are all three Khamoshis are there in Prime Video. Khamoshi, even the title reminds you it is disability. And because I knew about Sanjay Leela Bansali's Khamoshi, I went to Prime Video and saw there are three Khamoshis. Oh my God, that Wahida Rahman wala Khamoshi, 1969 it is. It is brilliant movie. So actually you can contest this because which Khamoshi, you know. Okay, the answer given here, the order given here should be B, C, E. No, wait. Which one is it? I got confused. Khamoshi Sanjay Leela Bansali wala is 1996. Okay. First one is 2009. Okay. Second one is Iqbal is 2005. Fana is 2006. Then Sanjay Leela Bansali wala Khamoshi is 1996. Margarita with a straw is 2014. So D must be the last. Is that correct? 1990. Okay. It is BCEAD, correct. Isn't that correct? I'm saying the correct thing, right? All three Khamoshis are on disability. Because in Vaida Rahman wala movie, she is a nurse in a hospital, mental hospital. And she is seeing a lot of things around her and slowly, she is going mad. It's a beautiful movie. Sanjay Leela Bansali's is one Annie or something. She is taking care of her. She is taking care of a dead and mute couple. In the third Khamoshi movie, it is a thriller movie where the girl also cannot speak and hear, and there are people invading her house and things like that. Right. Okay. Now, this is also easy. Don't get stressed when you see all these words. Collocation is a very simple word. Collocation means things that come together, words that come together habitually. When two words, hard work, for example, that's not a collocation actually. What is an example for collocation? My mind is usual word, pay attention. Yeah, fast food. Even hard work, yes, is a collocation. Hard work, easy peasy. And sometimes they are phrasal verbs. They are also collocations. If they are not phrasal verbs, they are collocations. So what are collocations? A pair or group of words that are habitually juxtaposed. C4. Only one is there with C4. That is this. Easy. What is the correct sequence of various periods of English literature? Oh my God, even +2 students will say this, maybe. Why are they asking like this? I don't know. It is, of course, Jacobean period, followed by Caroline period, followed by Commonwealth period, then followed by Restoration and Augustine. So, BADCE. BADCE. I don't know whether they gave CUET PG question paper instead of NET. The line, he who works for sweetness and light. We don't have to read further. It is Matthew Arnold. Isn't it? Then, are, so easy. Kohora, Kristeva, carnivalization, Bakhtin, contrapuntal reading. Why do you want to read more? It is second one. Who among the following was not associated with Cockney? William Blake. Keats, Shelley and Leyhand were attacked. Hazlitt also. Keats, Shelley, Leyhand and Hazlitt. Okay, 78. When we compare a poet to a historian and with a moral philosopher, poet is compared to historian and moral philosopher. Even if you don't know the quotation, I will tell you how to find out. Essay on man, it cannot be because it is poetry. Essay on criticism, it cannot be because it is poetry. You have to choose between preface to Shakespeare and defense of poesy. This is not a poet general thing. It is not about Shakespeare. So it must be defense of poesy. It is the answer. Dasharupa, do they think we are idiots or what? Because the beginning should be beginning, okay? B should be the first. And there is only one option with B first. That is the answer. That is the answer. Only one option with B first. Obviously, beginning should come first. Effort should come next. Attainment of result, etc. will come last. Thank you. Now, who of the following is not a leading figure of new criticism? American new criticism included John Crowe Ransom, Alan Tate, Cleon Brooks. I.R. Richards was a practical critic or Cambridge critic. Hare yaar. It is so simple and I am tired of its simplicity actually. Who among the following is not associated with movement poetry? Such an idiotic question because movement poetry is 1950s. Charles Kingsley was born in early 19th century. Charles Kingsley is a 19th century writer. How can he be in movement poetry? What is the latest edition of the Chicago Manual Style? I did not know because I'm not writing the exam. But you might have known because you are preparing for this exam. You should know these things. Name the poet who wrote Sohrab and Rustam, Matthew Arnold. Which work of John Keats is dedicated to Chatterton? Endymion. Oh my God. Now, 85. Which is the correct order in which these literary movements emerged? Let me say, pre-Raphaelitism is 19th century. All the others are 20th century, mostly. Pre-Raphaelitism, mid-19th century, 1848. So that must be first, only E first. Then take a look at only this option. B second, okay. After that, Impressionism came, maybe. After that, Futurism came, maybe. After that, Imagism, okay. Yes, Imagism is early 20th century. Definitely C, Absurdism came after Imagism because Absurdism is mid 20th century. Correct. Okay, language of paradox. This is also very, very easy. Cleon Brooks, Against Interpretation, Susan Sontag. Then Realism and the Contemporary Novel, Raymond Williams, Politics and the English Language, George Eliot. So it is this. Crazy. Which is the correct chronological sequence? This one is wrong. This option is wrong. It will look like, because everybody might know So Many Hungers is the first book. So Many Hungers is famously the first novel of Bhabani Bhattacharya. So you will choose this. But it should be contested because this is not the order. That is why. So Many Hungers is first. Second one was Indian Cavalcade something. In our encyclopedia also it is given. He Who Rides a Tiger is the third one. E must be third. This is wrong. Definitely Music for Mohini is later. Where are they looking when they make questions? I don't know. 88. Which of the following statements is not... we should actually file a case against the unscientific practices in net. Why are they asking so many tough questions in one time, so many easy questions another time? How many people? Because you know what happened? One girl who was actually feeling very depressed about her life, she told me the day before the exam, ma'am, I'm not writing the exam because I have not prepared enough. It'll be very tough for me. I don't have the guts. I'm already depressed. I said, please go and write. Please go and write. Whatever question you don't know, just mark C and come. Please write. Because she was so devastated in, her career with so many reasons. And she wrote the exam. If she did not, I'm sure she will pass by knowing this only. You understand? So which of the following, this is so unscientific. So many people's lives they're playing with. Don't you think so, guys? Now, 88. Which of the following statements is not true about Jean Weiss's White Sargasso Sea? Not true. It is definitely not in South Africa. It was set in Jamaica. Ayyo, I will mark like this. It is set in Jamaica. And a little bit in London. Okay, 3 is the answer, okay? Okay. Under whose presidency was Penn? This is a tough question. You might not know. You might not have known. It is one, Galsworthy. John Galsworthy. Which of the following is the correct MLA style? Very easy. Because all the 2, 3, 4 are rubbish. Who doesn't know that there should be a comma and the year should be at the end? It is 1. Which is the correct chronological sequence of the British poets? Who doesn't know John Milton? Sorry, John Donne is the first of these. John Donne, who inspired the metaphysical poets, is the first. He was born in the Elizabethan period. He was a Jacobean writer, at which time Milton was only born. So this is the answer. Only one option is there like that. Who among the following refers to Byron's works as monstrous combinations? Everybody knows Byron and Robert Southey fought. Satanic school, Robert Southey called Byron. Isn't it? So answer is Robert Southey. Which out of the following will allow you to avoid plagiarism? That is also a stupid options question. Using paraphrases from other sources is wrong. Not using a plagiarism checker, that is also wrong. Giving credit to the original author in your citation, that is the answer. Not keeping proper documentation is also wrong. 1, 2, 3 are done. Oof. How will I mark? 1, 2, 3 are done by charlatans. Okay, this one is the answer. 3. Okay. This is also easy. Richard Hogarth, Uses of Literacy. Raymond Williams, Long Revolution. E.P. Thompson, Making of the English Working Class. Who doesn't know? So answer is A. Sorry, 1. This one. Array. 1 minute, guys. Sorry, guys. I hope it will work correctly. Thank you for your patience. Underline nahi. Strike through. I'm not doing anything wrong here. The thing is, laptop, some technical problem. Okay, next one. Which among the following is not a type of meaning? Easy, sense, feeling, tone, and intention. Form is not there. Ayyo, this is also easy. 96. Why is it easy? Because even if you don't know all this, you know Dvanya Loka is Anandavardhana. A must be 3. And only one option is there, like that. A must be 3. Ayyo, this is also easy. Charles Dodson is Lewis Carroll. Mary Ann Evans is George Eliot. We don't have to waste time reading it. It is A. Ta-da-dang. Amandika, I said we should file a case against the UGC saying that their exam is conducted in a very unscientific fashion. I was saying this because 10,000s of people are writing the exam. And every year, every time it should be same standard, right? Sometimes excessively difficult, sometimes excessively easy. So many mistakes in the exam, so many statement type questions sometimes, then so many match the following other times. What is this? Are they deliberately trying to make us write again and again and again so that they will get the money of the fees? Are they trying to get us right again and again? Let them take time passing so that there can be corruption and other things in the country. Is that what they mean by conducting an exam like this? We want to know. Yeah, that is what I said. 98. Which of the following popular Indian words? Everybody knows chai is there in Oxford English Dictionary. Chai is an international word. A is there for sure. And out of all this, even if you don't know anything, Jugad and Namaste are more Oxford English like Bhaijan and Kamal. So it is ACE. I think it is a common sense question. If you ask a intelligent school child, he will answer. Now, who among the following African writers observed, "Oh, my body, make of me always a man who questions"? It is an activist voice. Toni Morrison will not say this because she is not a man. Chinua Achebe and Ngugi wa Thiong'o will not say this because it's an activist. It's Frantz Fanon. Frantz Fanon wrote like this. Barbara Smith is a famous lesbian black activist and writer. It is a tough question actually, but if you choose the two lesbian wala options, B and D, I think that is the answer. It is a tough question, but I think B and D, if you take, that is the answer. Which among the following writers, 96 I didn't do. 96 I did. Dvanya Loka, Anandavardhana. Only one option. Oh, okay. Then Vakyapadiya, Bhartrihari. C4. Very famous there. And if you don't know, earlier they asked about Dhananjay's Dasharupa. Dhananjay Dasharupa is there earlier in the question paper. Easy. Okay. Now, I awoke one morning and found myself famous. Everybody would know it is Lord Byron. Which among the following chapters? MLA Handbook 9th edition has a very famous chapter, Principles of Inclusive Education. Even if you don't know, if you think inclusivity is a very important thing these days, you can guess it. That is the chapter. Which day is celebrated as International Mother Language Day? If you have not studied, you wouldn't know. It is February 21. Which of the following statements are correct about prosody? If you have Google searched about prosody and studied, you will know that many of the metaphors and figures of speech about poetry are also there in speaking, are also there in, it is about stress and rhythm. So instinctively, because you have Google search, you have come across this, you would know B and D are the answers. That is why I always say you should Google search, because some of the answers you will get because of that kind of general knowledge. Yeah, I saw like that somewhere, like that you will understand. 87th question, eh? 87, which one was that? I don't know. We have to wait for the answer key. Then we'll see. We'll wait for the answer key first. Full form of AP, American Psychological Association. Aboriginal, very easy. David Malouf and Judith Wright are not Aboriginals. I have taught you this in Australian class also. Kevin Gilbert's Cherry Pickers, Jack Davis's Aboriginal Australia, Udgaru Nunukal or Kath Walker, they are the Aboriginal writers and pioneers of the movement. So the answer is BCD. BCD is the answer. What is the correct chronological sequence? Everybody should know. White Peacock is the first book by D.H. Lawrence. White Peacock is the first book. So this is the answer. Which is the correct chronological sequence of the famous dramatist? This is also a very silly question. Why silly? Because everybody should know Dryden came before Wycherley and Congreve. In our encyclopedia also, first Wycherley, then Congreve. G.B. Shaw and John Millington Synge are 20th century writers. Did you understand? Okay, so this is the answer. BCADE. Ayyo, another silly question. Which BS student will not write this? To his coy mistress, Andrew Marvell. Scholar Gypsy. I guess they are checking whether you are careful in the exam, because if you don't read carefully, you will mark something else. A is the option. About 87th question, we have to wait and see what is their answer key. The term negritude coined by Amy Sasser. Now, with general knowledge about this question, you can answer this. Very silly question this is. I will tell you why it is silly. Senegal, Senghor. What is Senegal, Senghor? The Senegal president, Senghor, considered this term to be derogatory is absolutely wrong. Because Amy Sasser, Leopold Sedar Senghor, Leon Damas, they were the people of the negritude movement. Leon Damas did not participate. Wrong. They were the founding members. Then you don't know CDE, whether it is right or wrong. Negritude is about Africans in France. Why would Creole writers of Caribbean islands talk about them? It must be about Africans in France. Negritude is about African intellectuals in France. So it must be D and E. Did you understand? Creole writers are in Caribbean islands, right? Okay. "'Tis better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all." It is obviously from In Memoriam. Arrange the following American poets in the order of their birth. That is also easy actually, because Emerson came before Thoreau. B came before D. Okay, here it is not like that. And Robert Frost came at the end. Okay, so B came before, so it should be like this. Emerson, Thoreau, then Whitman, then Emily Dickinson, then Robert Frost. If you have basic knowledge of American literature, you will know this. That is why you should have an encyclopedia, guys. Encyclopedia is the biggest memory technique. Many of you have passed and have got all this chronological information because of encyclopedia. This is also silly. P.B. Shelley's Adonai. is about John Keats. What a question, yeah. Arrange the following literary theories and movements in chronological order. Take a look at this. Technically speaking, feminism started in the 19th century, right? Feminism in the 19th century. Maybe that is the first. Then postmodernism, reception theory is 1980s. Reader response and reception theory. So this is the answer. First feminism, then surrealism, then culture studies 1964, then postmodernism 1967-8, and reception theory 1980s. Phallogocentrism is famously coined by Derrida. Arrange the following works in the year of their publication. If you know 2, 3, you will be able to answer. Everybody should know Black Skin, White Mass is 1952. Decolonizing the Mind is, before that, Orientalism is 1978. Decolonizing the Mind is 1986. It should be C-A-B, C-A-D. C, then A, then D. It should be like that. C-A, this is wrong. C-A-D, this is wrong. C-A-D, this is wrong. C-A-D, this must be the answer. Even if you don't know the other two, it is okay. C-A-D. This, some you should know. Black Skin, White Mass, 52. Orientalism, 78. Decolonizing the Mind, 86. A brief reference in a text, of course, in text citation. Choose the correct statements with regard to langue and parole. Langue is translated as speech. Wrong. Parole is speech. Langue is the internal structure. Parole. Sorry, not language itself. Correct. Parole is the event of language. If you have doubt there, read the other ones. Parole and langue are a set of vocabulary only. Wrong. There is no distinction between parole and langue. That is also wrong. So, it is B and C. It is B and C. Can I take a drink of water? I am parched. Okay. Who among the following were associated with, sorry, B and C? I have to answer. Okay. Who among the following were associated with pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood? It is D.G. Rossetti and John Everett Millay. Which of the following definitions of linguistic terms are correct? That is also very easy. If you know one diachronic, you will be able to answer. Diachronic pertains to historical dimensions, correct? Synchronic pertains to study of language at a particular time, correct? C and D. This is also very easy. Everybody should know Ramayana is Ralph T.H. Griffith. Bhagavad Gita is Charles Wilkins. If you know these two, you know this is the answer. Thank you, Smita. Yeah. Frantz Fanon was critical of negritude because negritude was only about some French intellectuals. Sorry, African intellectuals. Look at this. If you know morpheme, you will be able to answer this. What is morpheme? A unit of language that cannot be analyzed into smaller units, right? B1. There is only one B1. Sorry. It's not coming. Sorry, guys. What will I do? I should mark here. How does Jobin write? I don't know. This. I'm trying to mark. It is coming somewhere else. I don't know how to write. Is it okay? I'm not wasting your time. Okay. Aporia. Next one. This one answer is C, okay? C. Aporia, next one. It is also easy. A term used in theory of deconstruction to indicate conflict between rhetoric and thoughts. Easy. And then check. Only A41. A41 is there. Check again. A4. Then B you don't know. C you know, encomium. Formal eulogy, correct. Hagiography is lives of saints, correct. Who among the following observed that nothing can please many and please long, but just representations of human nature? That is Samuel Johnson. 3 women's texts is about White Sargasso, Jenner and Frankenstein. So ABC. Which of the following is not a work? Journal of Stella is by Swift. Journal to Stella. Which of the following texts deals with the theme of creolization? Creolization is about West Indies people. So West Indies is White Sargasso Sea. This is Australian, this is African, this is our South African. Nadine Godimer's My Son Story. Okay. Arrange the following text chronologically. Very silly. Because you know Virginia Woolf is early 20th century. All these people came after that. So C must be the beginning. Let us take a look at this. Simone de Beauvoir's Second Sex came before Betty Friedan's feminine mystique. B came, so Virginia Woolf, then B, second wave feminism, then A, correct. This is the answer. Third space, Homi Bhabha. Welt literature, Goethe. Post-Impressionism, Roger Fry. He was of the Bloomsbury group. Simulacra, Jean Baudrillard. It is option A. Which of the following works is not by Chinua Achebe? Weep Not Child is by Ngugi wa Thiong'o. Literature review provides discussion of works already researched in a relevant area. This one. Which of the following is the correct chronological sequence? It is also wrong because answer can be this, but it should be EBDAC because G.V. Desani is all about Hatter came first. G.V. Desani is all about Hatter came just after the independence. It's not working. This should be contested. This is wrong. Okay, G.V. Desani is all about Hatter is 1948. It is a modernist text. It is a modernist text. It is the earliest. Khwaja Ahmad's Inquilab came a few years after independence. Khushwant Singh is very late. So it is easy. It cannot be right. EDBCA. Or it can be EDBCA. EDBCA. See, Arun Joshi's, is this correct? What do you think? 57, 58. It can be this, right? I just saw this. EDBCA. G.V. Desani is all about H. Hatter, 1948. Then D is Inquilab, 1958. Then B is before that, 1957. Thoda sa mistake hai. Maybe you should contest. Okay. Who among the following was not a proponent of the Oxford movement? If you read about Oxford movement, you will hear that this Froude is a name. All these people and movements are important. Froude is an early leader of the movement. It's Charles Kingsley. Charles Kingsley, that is the answer. Okay, choose the correct chronological sequence. Here also, we have to know a few things. Johnson's dictionary is 1755. Lives of the poets is 1781. Life of Johnson is 1791. Life of Nelson by Sade is 19th century. Okay, so the answer is CADBE. C, Johnson's dictionary. Vicar of Wakefield. Then Lives of the Poets. Life of Johnson. And last is Life of Nelson. You are your best thing. That is what Paul D tells Sade in Toni Morrison's Beloved. You are your best thing. Then Martin Esslin, Theatre of the Absurd. Bertolt Brecht, Estrangement Effect. Antonin Artaud, Theatre of Cruelty. You see this. Now, this is what I got confused at the beginning. Edited by gay activists. This is problematic because it is not edited. And just imagine, it's a human rights violation, this question, because everybody is, after the exam, sitting and checking. Is Philip Brian Harper gay? Is Erica Edward gay? Is Henry Louis Gates Jr. gay? This is there are two problems here. One is they are not edited works. The second is only C is actually by a gay writer. Charisma is about Black leadership. Are We Not Men is about Black masculinity. It is not particularly about lesbians. And these people are not declared lesbians. I mean, gay people, I think. Signifying monkey. Toni Morrison is a gender queer. But she's not a queer writer. I think you should contest this. It looks like nonsense question. Nonsense question to me. You should contest this question. Let us wait for the result. Sorry, answer sheet. What is the correct chronological sequence? Ayyo, this is also easy. First, revolutionary, then early national, then romantic, then realistic, and then naturalistic. So option B. What is the correct sequence of the following plays? It's a little tricky, but Yayati is first. Tughlaq, Yayati is first, for sure. Isn't it? So D only is the answer. Tughlaq is also an early play. What are they asking? Oh, captain, my captain. We should have written George Washington with rebellion. Okay, Abraham Lincoln. Now, this is by Langston Hughes. It's a very typically African-American poem. Their language, African-American. Then, extended metaphor is a staircase. This is a school level poem, okay? School level. My God. Repeating and is anaphora. Isn't it? Yeah. What kind of life? The mother has a life full of hardships, obviously. There are no options here. All A, 1, 3, 4 options are stupid options. What advice does the speaker give to her son? Stay strong. Here in the prose passage also, there are no options. At what stage does knowledge become free? It is very clearly stated at the end. It is when man acquires a surplus of knowledge beyond the primary necessities of life. What gives man the freedom to be useless and responsible? Abundance of wealth. That is also clearly stated there. What, according to the writer, is the basic difference between animal and man? It is very clear. Animals are preoccupied with self-sustenance. They have to look after themselves, while man aspires for attainment of freedom. Anybody who thinks of any other option is something wrong here. Because read carefully, relax. That is all you need to know. And you should have good knowledge, good grasp of English language. You have to have reading. Okay, what does the author mean by man also must know because he must live? That means man also must know how to survive. He should have practical knowledge. Knowledge makes one pragmatic. Knowledge has a practical angle. That is the meaning. What is it's a very bad passage, actually. It is not poetic. It is very much lacking in taste, this passage. I don't know how they can give you such a bad option, a bad passage for reading. What does the metaphor a big merchant stand for? Big merchant means one who is hoarding knowledge and trading in it. So voracious accumulator of knowledge. Oh my God, that is the last question. Okay, so what do you think? Did you do well? Okay. It's very disappointing because they make you study so much and they ask you, for whom is, oh captain, my captain written? They're making they're making fun of knowledge here. They're making fun of your hard work. They are making fun of all the analytical skills and everything that they want you to acquire. They are making fun of the system. Anyway, I'm glad if many people will pass. You should go on studying. Those who have not taken the exam, etc., should aspire for JRF. You will pass in flying colors. Okay? It was a very long session. Thank you very much. Cutoff will be high, I think. That is all I can say. I don't want to speculate. Okay. Bye, guys. See you. God bless you all.